الله أكبر الله أكبر.
I'm like you. I'm just like you. I'm not any different. I take the train. I ride the bus. I go to school. I'm just like you. Yes, I'm a Muslim. It does not mean I'm not human. Don't treat me differently because I have a different faith than yours. I'm a Muslim and I'm not a terrorist. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, specifically from Bushwick. My family all live in Brooklyn as well. My mother emigrated from the Dominican Republic 25 years ago. I have two little brothers and I have one older sister. Technically, I'm the middle child, but I am my mother's firstborn son. I went to school in PS 151. I went there as a child from first grade to fifth grade. And I went to my middle school, which was IS 296. And then lastly, I went to my high school. My favorite high school is called Academy of Urban Planning. A lot of good memories in that school. And I graduated. I'm the first person in my family to graduate high school. You know, thank God, alhamdulillah. Before I converted to the religion of Islam, I was really lost. I was a lost person. I used to be very racist towards black people. I used to be racist towards even Middle Eastern people because of the media. You know, the media used to just throw stuff at me and I used to believe it, and I used to just be a terrible person. And my academic grades, they were terrible. I was not a good student. But after I converted to the religion of Islam, my whole world changed, you know. Islam taught me to be tolerant towards everybody, even towards people that treated me the worst. It taught me to be tolerant towards them. And Islam also taught me to take knowledge very seriously. After I started realizing how valuable knowledge is, I started just learning more about the world. And ironically, me being racist towards black people, I learned that I'm black myself. Since I'm from the Caribbean, my ancestors were African slaves as well, and I just felt dumbfounded. And I just feel like a better person, definitely a better person. Islam has really opened my perspectives, you know. And I'm just grateful, and I'm still learning. Alhamdulillah, thank God. Unfortunately and regrettably, I did leave the religion of Islam, and it was just because I just wanted to have a relationship outside of marriage, and it was really regrettable because like it didn't even end up working out anyway. Me and the girl just ended up breaking up, and not only did I lose the girl, I also lost my faith. But if anything, I think I came back stronger, definitely. And I started praying more often, a lot more, and reading the Quran more, which is one of the hardest things to do when you enter the faith, even when you're born Muslim. And yeah, and I'm just happy to be back, you know. One of the things that we say as Muslims is that when a calamity happens, there's always a blessing in it. And that was one of the blessings, that I just managed to be on my faith. Bismillahi ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim.
The purpose of this club is to bring everyone together. We have people from different countries, from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Uzbekistan, Dominican Republic, And the last few years, we have seen a rise in a lot of converted Muslim. And the one person who stood out to me the most was Emmanuel Garcia. He's one of our active members who's involved in the meetings, also for the events. He's also at the club, always praying. And he also served as a former MSA vice president.
I faced a lot of hate. An example would be one from my cousin. I told him that I was gonna convert to the religion of Islam, and he told me that if I was gonna go ahead and kill people, if I was gonna go ahead and bomb other people, which was really uncalled for. It was very hurtful, and it was a very ignorant comment. Another instance would be my aunt. My aunt will call my mom and tell her, why are you gonna let him convert to another religion like that? Or why would you let him do that? And I felt bad because, my mom, she was already like sort of an outcast from the whole family, and just them hearing that their son was gonna be Muslim, it was very different, and if anything, it excluded my whole family more, because it was such a different choice, from what they expected. And lastly was I guess it's the most hurtful for me. I guess was just from my dad. When he first heard it, he just basically told me, "Wow, I can't believe I have a son that's gonna be doing this. I can't believe it." And I felt like times that he was gonna disown me, and that he has a little bit. He has done that, but it was a very hurtful time. It was very, very hurtful, and I'm just glad that I at least have the support of my mom and my sisters and my brothers. I mean, that's all the support I really need. And my brothers in the masjid and on the MSA, thank God. I'm happier,
En primer lugar, cuando tú me dijiste que ella era musulmán, yo no aceptaba eso, porque yo soy católica. Entonces, para mí, yo pensaba que musulmán era algo malo, pero hablando contigo y hablando me ha dicho que musulmán significa una religión. Entonces, ¿qué pasa? Que toda persona hay que amarla con sus defectos y sus virtudes. ¿Qué viene pasando? Que si tú eres musulmán, yo soy católica, yo tengo que respetarte a ti, la decisión que tú hayas tomado. En primer lugar, a mí no me cayó bien eso por decir que soy católica, pero no importa, tengo que amarte y respetarte porque eres mi hijo, y tomar cada decisión que tú decides, para mí, la respeto.
It's important that people realize that Muslims are humans, we're actual people, and all we want in this life is just to be part of everyday society and just to follow our faith without being, reprimanded or judged,